Bad Bunny, bro. Conejo Malo. How you feel about that? How do you feel about him performing in the Super Bowl? Are you okay with it? Does that bother you, dog?
This still got controversial right now. You know, if you're gonna sit down during the national anthem, but yet you're gonna go perform at the most viewed event in the United States, I mean, the least you could do is just stand up and show some respect. SB 549 allows government entities and nonprofit entities to come and buy multiple parcels of the burned down properties in the Palisades.
Do you think the left is violent?
I mean, I don't even need to answer that.
No,
you could just turn on the TV.
No. Because this is...
Yes.
Okay.
Child affirming care for children. The people that are okay with that, they need fucking some mental health. How fucked up do you have to be in the head to think that's okay?
Yeah.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
Let's go, player. What's up, guys? And we back just like that. 2 weeks off.
What up? How you feeling, bro? I know you were sick. Tell me about that, bro. I know you don't like being sick. Nobody likes being sick, bro. But
I think being sick is like fucking associated with depression, bro. Like, damn, you can't do shit. But you know what's crazy?
What?
Is every time my kids are sick, I get sick, right?
Yeah.
But my son got me sick, and this dude in 2 days was like fucking brand new. Running around, you know, doing this thing. And little poor me took 2 fucking weeks to get right.
Damn.
And it's like, dude, this dude got me sick, and I'm over here going through hell. Dude, I got a cold, and after the cold, I got a sinus infection. And meanwhile, this little dude's just running around, running amok. And here I am fucking suffering. So...
But you
whoever has kids, I'm feeling, oh man, I feel brand new right now, bro.
Hell yeah.
Maybe I needed the rest. I don't know.
Maybe, bro. Maybe that was your body telling you, hey, bro, chill the fuck out. Even though you're not that type of person to be like, let me just take a step back.
I don't know how to chill.
You know, you like to power through shit. And, you even try to power through certain interviews, but, things didn't happen. But that just goes to show, the type of work ethic, you'll be putting into your own craft, bro, especially this podcast, dog.
It gets like that sometimes, you got to power through, but sometimes it's like, damn, you got to listen to your body as well.
Yeah.
Like, hey, wait, take it easy,
Yeah, one thing I kind of took from this weekend, because Saturday, I was busy in the morning. I went to go visit my nephew and my brother. And then llegué a la casa and I took a nap, fool, like the fattest nap I have never really taken naps, fool, but I fucking woke up at 7 p.m. And I was like, what the fuck? And then, I just remember all week I've been up and down. I've been staying at hotels. Sleeping at friends' house and stuff because I'm just driving all over the place. And it's like you never get the same rest you do at home than you do somewhere else. I don't care if it's a hotel or whatever. But, so Sunday, I was like, fuck it. I just worked from home, stayed in my bed. I didn't do shit, but I realized that, damn, like you said, isolation is crazy because all your thoughts start coming in, and if they can be bad thoughts, and if you don't know how to take control of your thoughts, I can see how people be doing some wild shit, So that was my biggest takeaway about isolation. I know you were in isolation during your time you were sick, but I feel like that alone can start depression, bro.
Oh yeah, but that's why it's like, man, thank God it was just temporary. And it's like, okay, back to the grind. I took care of myself, took care of my body, and now fucking we're back here going at 100.
Let's go.
I like being at 100, homies.
Let's go. Fucking speaking of 100, bro, you're a big sports fanatic, bro.
I
see you rocking the new America jersey, bro.
It's their sideline one, so I try to always have a variety of shit.
You do, bro. I'm sure people are wondering, how many jerseys do you own right now? Do you have a count?
I own over 100.
Over 100 jerseys.
Over 100 jerseys. I try to I buy maybe one or two a week. It's that fucking algorithm, dude.
Yeah, it knows you.
The Instagram algorithm knows you so fucking well, and they know what you want to buy, and they know your patterns of the things that you like and the things that you purchase.
Right.
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby. That shit's kind of scary, bro. So they know that I like America, the Lakers, Dodgers, and USC. So what's on my algorithm?
All those.
Shit that I buy. These motherfuckers get me all the time. Be careful out there, guys. For real, bro.
Damn,
this shit's
bro.
crazy.
They already know you so well. So, okay, so fun fact. I don't know if the viewers notice this, but you don't wear the same jersey for it. You don't double down on the outfits for your
Nah,
podcast,
man. I only double down on the True Hustle brand a merch. So if
Apparel.
it's like a merch, like I wear it multiple times, but when it comes to like this type of stuff, nah, I only wear it once.
Nice.
Well, what?
I like that. I like how you have your own little unique style to it. Was that like on purpose that you planned this to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna wear the same shirt once, or that's just who you are? You're like Dr. Dre, who buys one pair of Air Force and throws them away after the one use. And
Nah, that was crazy, fool. Like I keep the same shoes for multiple times,
Well,
but
I mean,
really
but as
clean.
far as like jerseys,
but
like-
jerseys, I like to be clean. I like to feel clean. I like to feel fresh. It's something that I've been like that since I was a kid. That's why I cut my hair twice a week.
Right.
People might fucking give me shit for it, but I don't give a fuck. This is what I like, you know?
Like,
I like
come
to
over
feel
fresh,
clean.
though, fool.
Dude, I think every time I get a haircut, it's like a new me. Like, oh, man, I feel fresh. I feel good. I feel fucking clean. Let's fucking go. I like that feeling. And then I do so much content that I know that you guys would appreciate it. You don't want to see me all raggedy, do you? You know what I mean?
Oh, bummy.
Say bummy
Fuck
ass
it. Sports this weekend, bro. You're a Dodger fan. I'm a Dodger fan.
Fuck yeah.
How do you feel with us going against Milwaukee this week?
I think we did not beat them at all, like in the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, playoffs is different, and we have one of the best teams out there. So I think the team to beat was Philly.
Right.
So I think I'm not saying we're gonna just smash on these dudes,
Yeah.
but I see the Dodgers being victorious and going to the World Series against the Mariners.
Whatchamacallit? How many games? How many games is it gonna take for the Dodgers?
Dodgers
in
in 6, NLCS champions, baby.
Damn, there you go. You guys heard it here.
Dodgers
first.
in 6, baby. What?
Are you planning on making another trip to the World Series?
Yeah. I have to go to the World Series. It's Mando, you know.
We're already saving up the
And
chips,
even
dog,
like
'cause-
if they play against the Mariners, I'm down to go over there.
oh, in Seattle.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
we have friends over there.
All right,
you
all right.
know. So
All
hopefully
right,
they're
so-
not cheap and be like, "Hey, fool, and no, nah, fool." You know, your team is in the fucking
World
Series, dog. Stop it.
Stop it. All right, bro. So we went to the World Series last year, dog. Tell us about that. Tell the fans how that fucking game was and how that all that went down. And is it up there in one of your like favorite memories of Dodger Stadium or going to a Dodger game, bro?
I think my number one Dodger moment is Game 1 of the World Series versus the Yankees. We're down by 1 run
Yeah.
in the 10th inning.
3-2.
We're down to our last out.
Bases loaded.
First bases loaded. First pitch to Freddie Freeman. Boom. That moment, I can't describe it. I felt like a little kid.
Yeah.
So
for
to
sure.
me, that is probably the best Dodger moment I've ever experienced. So it means so much to me that I'm gonna put that in our new location as a mural.
Ah, dope. Hell yeah.
Freddie Freeman just with the bat like this. So
Bro, that's history, bro. Like,
come on, bro.
like, full-
First fucking Grand Slam
in World Series.
in World
history?
Series history, and I was there. Come on, dog.
A game winning one, yeah, bro. That's just definitely. That's just definitely. Up
Name me
there.
another moment that you think could top this one. I'll wait. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me get your second favorite one, bro.
My second favorite one
Moment
is
in Dodger Stadium history.
I got to experience them winning the World Series in 2020 in Texas.
Okay.
So I got to, after 20-something years, I got to experience them winning the World Series in Dallas. So I flew to Dallas. It was through the COVID stuff,
Right.
So
That's what's up, bro. I think for me, definitely the number one would have to be that World Series, bro. Like, I've never been to no playoff game, bro, ever. Like Dodgers, like playoff. And that just happened to be my first postseason game to go, bro. And, it was thanks to you guys, right? For like fucking, pushing me last minute to go with you guys. And, bro, I'm glad I went because, that's just definitely number one on my list for sure. Second favorite moment would be against the Yankees back in 2006. So both experiences, like best experiences that I've had at Dodger Stadium has been against the Yankees, bro. Which is crazy because I mean we don't plan for that shit, but like that World Series, New York versus LA, East versus West, like that's the moment everybody dreams of. And Freddie Freeman lived that fucking moment, and rise to the occasion, dog, to just smack the shit out of that ball, bro. That shit was so disrespectful, bro. But now changing gears, bro, to like a different sport. Basketball's around the corner. You excited for Lakers, or how are we feeling about the Lakers, bro?
To be honest with you, I'm all baseball right now. I just think that I've lost a lot of interest in the NBA.
Okay.
So I'm not
that in
2016, and I've said this before. When Kobe retired, I think I kind of retired with him. So I'm not like, I was all cheering for the 2020 championship.
Right.
But I'm not that like of a fanatic.
Yeah.
Like the way I was back then in 2008, 2009, 2010.
Right.
So I'm not a big,
What about a WNBA fan?
What? Have you seen a WNBA game?
Nah, bro, I have not.
Oh, that shit is wild, bro.
I've never seen not even a quarter of a WNBA
bro,
game.
Well, you're not missing much, dog. Like, bro, this shit is crazy. Like, I feel like it's like they just picked up a bunch of random people at LA Fitness. Like, hey, you guys want to play? Come on, man. Like, that shit is like, I don't want to be disrespectful or nothing, but it's like, they have a lot to work on there. You know what I mean?
Besides the dunking.
First of all, they can't dunk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people think, dunking, adding like lowering the rims so they can dunk will make it more interesting. And perhaps it will, but they still need to work on their overall game, right? I feel like their handles, their shots are kind of off.
I'm not saying I'm any good. I'm sure they could bomb me up like nothing, but I don't know. It's still kind of like,
You don't like your odds against a WNBA player? Playing one-on-one?
I actually played with one.
Yeah?
And she won a championship like with the Sparks back in the days. Nah, she's pretty good.
Nah, she's pretty good.
Nah, she was good. I was like, God damn, man. Everything she was throwing up was going in.
Yeah.
God damn, girl.
I think we definitely underestimate, because I feel the same way too. I look at some of these highlights and I'm like, fuck, like, give me 2-3 months of condition and then I can keep.
But then every time, because I've been home for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I watched some basketball, some WNBA. Every time I watch a WNBA game, I'm like, man, they want equal pay, right? And in my mind, I'm like, but, you want equal pay, but I don't know. First of all, the stadiums are empty.
Right.
Second of all, the skill level isn't there the way the NBA is,
Right.
So it's like, if you want equal pay, then you need to bring equal skill.
Yeah.
So I'm a girl dad, so all power to the girls, but NBA, WNBA, two completely different sports.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And just like how Serena Williams said,
talk about tennis.
She's my favorite tennis player.
Yeah, Serena Williams.
Yes, but she's like, dude, female tennis and male tennis, it seems like it's two completely different sports.
Yeah,
because the men are just stronger.
Yeah, it's just like
and it's like, I don't know. The NBA got to try harder. I don't know.
But that's just like with any sport, bro. Because like in high school, I played basketball and I played volleyball.
Okay.
And at first, my homies were giving me shit like, this fool over here fucking, what are you, gay? You know, like fucking playing volleyball, which is stupid because we get to practice with all the females, todas las piernudas, you know. So you know, so it depends how you look at it, right? But even volleyball, the gameplay versus man and female, two different things, bro. Like you can get hurt playing volleyball, fool. Like I had some homies that went to go play collegiate volleyball, like at Cal State Long Beach and shit, like, and this was like 6'10", you know, and you jump high. Like, you got to be athletic, bro. Like, you got to, like, it's like a basketball, you know, basketball player, you got to jump high. This guy had his fingers broken from, like, trying to block a volleyball. And the ball just getting on top of his fingers and then just cracking his fingers, bro. And then not only, like, just taking a ball to the chest, fool, like, coming at you really hard, fool. Like, you playing dodgeball at close proximity and that's just coming hard. Like, that shit hurts, fool. Like, but it's a different intensity of playing, you know? Like, I feel like the only sport that I can probably get compared to would be golf, like men and women, you know, where it's like, it could be like you can compete with one another, you know?
Okay.
Granted, they still have like the handicaps and the tee boxes a lot closer to the hole for women if they want to tee off there. But I feel like it doesn't take that much strength to be able to hit the golf ball like a man, you know? So I feel like that's the only sport that I feel like can be compared to men and women.
That makes sense.
You know, but other than that, fool, every other sport, like your softball, baseball, it's too different, bro. It's two different sports, bro. Like, you know, you can't bring that same intensity that men bring. And that's where people got it fucked up when they say that a man could be a woman and a woman can be a man and they can play sports, bro. So
that's crazy.
Now, speaking about men and women, the big controversial topic is Bad Bunny, bro. Conejo Malo. How do you feel about that?
Like, what about him though? Like,
So how do you feel about him performing in the Super Bowl? Are you okay with it? Does that bother you, dog?
This still got controversial right now.
Well, let's get to it, bro.
You know what? I have no issues with Bad Bunny. I mean, Bad Bunny, you know, I listen to some of his songs, you know, they're bangers, some of them. I don't have an issue with them. He likes to cross-dress, and he dresses like a girl. Whatever. He does whatever he wants. That's his pedo.
Right.
It has nothing to do with me. Now, what I do disagree with is that, you know, if you're going to sit down during the national anthem, but yet you're going to go perform at the most viewed event in the United States, I mean, the least you could do is just stand up and show some respect. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that's where I have an issue. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not that hard. Just get up. And if I'm being honest, I think this was done to create more division.
You think it was done on purpose?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Because now you have, you know, somebody that's per se against, that has been vocal about President, you know, disliking America, disliking President Trump, etc. And now you're going to pick that guy to go perform at the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I think that creates more division, and it has. Now you have the left going, cheering, doing all kinds of stuff. Right. Now you have the right, like, not liking it. Now they're going to do their own Super Bowl halftime show. And it worked. Well, it's creating more division, and it sucks.
All right, I'm going to follow that up, bro. So I guess the question here to be asked is, like, who's choosing these artists to perform? Because it's like someone in the NFL that's choosing, saying, hey, you know, let's plan for the Super Bowl. Someone in the NFL committee, someone from the league, you know, they throw out different names. Hey, this artist, and then they get the final say of who does it. Because a few years ago, they like blackmailed Kaepernick for not getting up for the national anthem, and now they're rewarding somebody who sits down it's.
That's a great point.
Or it's a whole different PR team that's like, hey, that handles the event and shit, like, and the NFL doesn't really have a say in as long as it makes money.
That's a great point. So now you want to punish Kaepernick for taking a knee.
Yeah.
But Bad Bunny sits down for the freaking American anthem,
and you award him with the halftime show.
But in his defense, they had already announced that he was going to perform.
Oh, before he started.
Yeah, before he sat down. But still, it doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I just say, fuck, it's a Super Bowl. Come on, have some respect.
Yeah, so that is crazy that the I mean, I just thought about that right now. That
You know,
like,
and to me, it's like, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm picking sides.
right.
What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And both sides have done their fair share of both.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
I think that
kind of pathetic once you really think about it.
I think that like him performing, I don't care either. Like
Nah.
it's not gonna offend me or anything. Like, is he gonna come out like? Is he going against like Christian values? Yes, he is. But so is every other artist that's performed in the fucking Super Bowl has.
And then to the Super
Christian
Bowl party
values.
that I'm gonna go to, which I'm hoping I get invited. I'm gonna care less about it, fool.
Of course.
I don't fucking be eating, having fun. Like, I ain't gonna give two shits about that performance, bro.
Yeah, nah, but I mean, yeah. So you think this, like having Bad Bunny, you think they're doing it on purpose to create division? But not only that, but you think they're still trying to push that like child affirming care and like the whole, children are allowed to choose. And here's an example that we're broadcasting, or
Let's hope not, bro.
or where do you feel like the
Listen, like when it comes to child affirming care, I think people that are okay with it, that make a rational. Okay, let me back up a little.
Back it up.
Okay?
No dating.
Child affirming care, right, for children. The people that are okay with allowing children to make decisions on them saying, hey, I identify as a boy, and they're 4 years old.
Right.
It's like, dude, like the people that are okay with that, they need fucking some mental health help.
They need an evaluation.
They need an evaluation. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're okay with that in your head, saying that a child could determine what gender they are from one day to another.
Right.
Whether it's 4-year-old, 5-year-old. Now you're allowing hormone blockers, all this other shit.
That's irreversible.
Some of it is irreversible for children.
Mm-hmm.
How fucked up do you have to be in the head to think that's okay?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a parent, that shit is just baffling. Like, this shit is crazy. Because once you really think about it, there's fucking adults that still make stupid ass decisions. Shit, I made stupid ass decisions when I was 18, 19, 20. But yet you expect a child to make those decisions? That's wild. And you are okay with it? And you are a sane person saying, it's okay, Billy. It's okay. You feel like a girl? Let's transition you. You need Jesus, and that's the devil's work.
That's child abuse?
That's child abuse, dog. That shit is crazy to me. Then why you bring that up, fool? You got me all worked up.
Got you aha, bro. It's Monday. Relax, bro. We're in the week started.
It's because when it comes to children, I'm a parent. I have little kids, and I'm like, who in the fuck makes these laws or makes this possible? Who in their right fucking mind says this is okay?
Yeah.
That this isn't about your political views. Mm-hmm. This is just...
It's about your children.
It's about children, and it's about having a sane mind.
Yeah.
I guess that is what worries me.
I think the argument here, and I'm just being devil's advocate, is like, oh, we're like mentally fucking up our children who are growing up with these beliefs and thoughts that they're in the wrong body, and now we're like hurting them by not letting them express themselves.
Yeah.
But it's like we can essentially say something about tattoos, right? Like, just because the kid wants a tattoo at 6 years old and we're not letting them express themselves, are we really fucking them over? Or once they're 18, if they want to get all fucking tatted, then that's on them. Right? It's
a great point,
bro. Like, that argument is kind of weak of like, oh, we're like mentally fucking them over because we're not letting them be who they want to be.
Oh, learn to express yourself and let them be free.
If that's the kid,
well, if they say, hey, I want to go get tattooed on my forehead, and they're 3, you're gonna say, let them express themselves. No, right? Because it's fucking stupid. So you can't use one logic or one theory, whatever it is, fuck you want to call it, and apply it to their gender, but you don't apply it to anything else, because tattoos are an expression.
You're right.
You are expressing yourself, right? Yeah, but you have to be 18. But you don't have to be 18 to fucking transition into another gender? That's fucking wild. Explain that to me.
Yeah.
That shit's just crazy.
It's insane, bro. And it's partially like parents' fault, but it's also like the people who are making these laws, right? Like Congress people, or even just like, I mean, let's focus on California. You know, Congress in California is terrible. I mean, I don't know what you feel, but I mean,
I think like the biggest issue in California is Congress, is these politicians.
Right.
You know that Congress has no terms?
damn, so they can just sit there till they die?
Let's use Nancy Pelosi as an example. She got into Congress when 1987. I might be wrong. And she's been in office for that long. And she came in with no money. And now her husband is a expert in trading, and they're worth millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Okay? Why don't we address that?
Yeah.
Why don't we put set terms on these individuals that have been in Congress for that long?
Bro, she's been in Congress a lot longer than some of us have been alive.
Fool, I was born 84.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Your whole
So,
life she's been in Congress, bro.
It's like, but you know what the crazy part is? Is that the more that you becoming an adult, paying taxes, owning property, you know, trying to better yourself and your family.
real life scenario.
Real life scenarios, this is when this type of shit matters.
Right.
Because in my 20s, I gave a fuck who was president. I didn't give a fuck about
Welfare or who was getting
who was getting what, because I wasn't paying taxes
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
I was going to school, doing what I had to do.
Yeah.
It's like this shit matters when you start fucking seeing your money just get taxed like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
When you become a real adult and start paying for shit.
When you start producing.
You know, you start producing at a high level. This is when this type of shit matters. And back in the days when I was young and I would see like the older people worry about who's going to be president, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, and be like, lame. Yeah, because I was a broke 20-year-old. That's why it was lame.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to say something while saying it, but, you know, it's like a bunch of broke motherfuckers, they ain't going to worry about none of this other shit.
Yeah.
But when it start affecting your pockets, you start thinking different.
Yeah, but all of a sudden you're the bad person, fool, because you don't care about other people getting welfare that need it, all the people that need all this stuff. But
I don't, listen, like when it comes to welfare, I think some people do need it.
right.
And they should be given,
Right.
right? But there should be some regulations. And the issue that I have with it is the people taking advantage of it. Because at the end of the day, it is taxpayers' money. So it's like there has to be some regulations. Like you have to work X amount of hours. You have to do this. You have to do that. And it's not a problem because some people do need it and some people do use it for the right things. But you know who always fucks it up?
Who?
The people that come and abuse the system.
Yeah.
It's just that people that migrate here,
Yeah.
that come and commit crimes and do all kinds of other fucked up shit. They fuck it up for all the good ones.
Yeah. For all the hardworking.
For all the hardworking
immigrants.
ones. All of our tios, our tias that are hard workers that come in here to fucking make a difference and trying to provide for their family. Y luego ya viene un pendejo, starts fucking robbing people, killing people, and they fuck it up for all of us.
Fool, and sometimes not even the immigrants doing that. Fools to be the own people that are born here, the Chicanos, right? The fools that, you know, second, third generation here. And they fucking start using welfare. Like, bro, what's your excuse to having welfare, dog? Like, your parents were born here. You were born here. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is your problem, bro? Like, to me, fool, like, my parents immigrated here. I came as an immigrant, too. And what drives me and motivates me is, like, fucking, my dad was able to buy a house and do this and do that. As an immigrant, bro, like, I got to do better than that, bro. You know, like, let alone, like, have my dad grow up here, go to school here, and then have me, and still using welfare for you should be disappointed in yourself, dog. Like
I think that should be everybody's goal.
You know, like,
so you got to be better than your parents.
100%,
like
bro.
make them proud.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck's your dad gonna come here or your parents are gonna come here not speaking the language, nothing, and still buy a house? And this, granted, it's different times, but motherfucker, he worked his ass off, bro. Like, not once my parents got government assistance.
That's why I always say being broke is a choice.
Yeah.
You choose to be broke. There's no way that you live in the United States and you're broke. There's so many options here. There's so many ways to make money.
Right.
You just have a poor mindset and don't have the discipline or the desire to go better yourself.
Right.
So, yes, being broke is a choice, okay? Because, güey, levántate, güey. Ponte a trabajar, güey. There's so much out there.
Yeah. Ponte a vender naranjas in the freeway.
Lo que sea, güey. Yeah. But you choose to be like that. Maybe you need to fix your mindset.
You think Mexicans in general like lack financial literacy, and that's kind of what it makes it easier for them to become victims? Or
Mexicans, we are hard workers.
Right.
Right? We are the hardest working people.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
I just think that we lack financial literacy and we lack the knowledge to know what to do with our money, because it's something that is not taught in our community. You know, it's like, ponte a trabajar, paga tus biles, una carne asadita, you know, on the weekends.
That's American dream.
That's the American dream. But nobody teaches you, like, hey, you know what? You need to invest in, you know, buying your home. You need to invest in opening a business. You need to invest in owning your own home because it prevents regentrification. Like,
right.
There's a lot of things that are not taught in our community, which I feel are our responsibility at this point, because our parents didn't know any better, but we do.
Right.
So this is where we break those generational curses and we take off the generational chains and become the change and teach people about real estate, about
fixing your priorities.
You know, are getting your priorities, you know, on point and making sure that, you know, you're well taken care of.
Yeah. So speaking of which, because you mentioned something there that was pretty like key, right? It's like, how do we teach the younger generation about it besides just telling them, hey, you know, the American dream is pay your bills on time, get a good job, and, you know, spend time with family on the weekends, like you say, carne asada. And then there's a handful of people or few of families who are teaching those values to their children. In fact, some of them buy a house and then they put in their kids trying to think, oh, los voy a asegurar because I'm going to throw them under the house.
Oh, shit. You're talking about like the parents adding their kids on title?
Yeah. Because there's some Mexican parents that come here, buy a house and stuff like that, and they think like, okay, maybe they don't teach them financial like values and stuff like that, but they'll be like, you know what, si algo me pasa a mí, de perdida que se quede mi hija con la casa o mi hijo con la casa. You know, so like adding that, I mean, that's like, what is that a good or bad, bro?
Okay, well, first of all, let me throw in a fact. Latinos, Hispanics, Mexican Americans, and black people have the highest rates of probate. So what does that mean? Is that when the individual passes, their house is not in a trust, so the state takes over, and it's called the probate process. And that's when the majority of houses get lost, because now people could dispute it, people could fight for the assets, etc. So the only way to prevent that is to have your property in a trust. Okay, it prevents probate, and it has a will, so you could say who has what, right? So that is the best way to protect your assets, is through a living trust. Ladies and gentlemen, Mexican people, listen up. Go get a trust. Avoid all the headaches, because it will cause so much drama with your family. So, but to answer your question, all right, How can I explain this? You said,
But that was a fact, though. I just want to clarify that.
No,
was
that was a fact.
Black and Hispanics.
okay,
have the highest
so now you're
probate
talking
cases.
about parents putting
Their kids into
right.
their like will or just like, their title.
Mexican man. Listen up. Do not add your kids to title. Okay, that's what we are. There's a myth in every Mexican family que pon a la niña en el título de tu casa por si te pasa algo. Okay. Two things that are wrong with that, okay? That is not, first of all, that's not the right way to do it. If you add your child to the title of your house, it's going to cause a reassessment if the proper documentation is not filled out. What do I mean by a reassessment? Let's say the property was bought in 2010 and it was worth $400,000, and now in 2025 the property is worth $800,000. So it doubled in price, but your property taxes are being assessed at the price that you bought it. So if you add your child to the title, it's going to trigger a reassessment, and now they're going to value the taxes at the current value of it. So your shit is going to triple or double. You know? So, I mean, there's documentation that you need to fill out to prevent that, but that's something that you got to discuss with a probate attorney. Now, another mistake, another issue that might cause is, let's say you do put your daughter in, let's say you do add your daughter to the title of your property. What happens then? She's on title, so therefore it's her asset. I'm assuming you're going to add her, you're going to be 50-50 with rights of survivorship. Okay, cool. But what if Maria gets married during that process? So now her new husband is entitled to 50% of that property.
Damn. Dropping a bar for them right there.
So the best way to avoid all this that I just said, it's get a living trust. Schedule an appointment with a estate planning attorney. Ay, pero que está bien caro. Dude, they're going to charge you a few $100 and it's going to save you thousands of dollars and a headache. Do it, Mexican man.
Just for those people that don't have a clue, that, like you said, are afraid. They're like, oh, está bien caro. How much was like a ballpark price of how much it'll cost you to get one of these done? Just so that people get motivated and be like, oh, fuck,
okay,
it's only $200. I got
no. I think for a living trust, you have one house. It's just one
simple,
deed that you're gonna
one house.
You shouldn't be paying more than $1,000.
Okay, even if you are paying $1,500, that's for you guys to think and be like, all right, si pueden ahorrar $30,000 por una quinceañera, pinches que son $1,000.
Mira,
¿no?
si te vas a ahorrar, estás pagando de 1,000 a 1,200.
Yeah,
pero te vas a ahorrar miles de dólares. And you're not gonna put your family through any stress. Lord forbid something happen to you. It's worth it. You spend $1,200 going to a fucking Dodger game. Why not fucking spend it on securing your family's legacy?
There you go.
I'm just saying, dog.
That's a good way to put it, especially with like all the laws that are changing and the governor we have, dog. Like people need to be more on it, right? When it comes down to their like trust and stuff like that, to protect their assets, bro. Because like there's this new bill or law that's coming out or it came out already, the SB 549. Mm-hmm. Right, which is like it's affecting those in the wildfires, those that lost their house. So,
you're talking about the land grab?
Oh yeah, the land grab. My bad.
Okay. You said the different name. I call it the land grab.
The land grab,
like
bro.
Maui 2.0.
Maui 2.0. So is that what's happening here, bro, or what's going on?
What is it? It's SB 49, right?
SB 549.
Oh, SB 549 was passed by your lovely governor, Gavin Newsom, and it allows government entities and nonprofit entities to come and buy multiple parcels of the burned down properties in the Palisades. And most likely, they could build low-income housing there. Yeah, you heard that right.
So how do you think they're spinning this, bro?
Well, they named it what is it? The Resilient.
Yeah, it's
help me out here.
The Resilient Rebuilding Authority.
Resilient Rebuilding Authority. So now they're gonna be like, hey, we'll give you fair price for your parcel here, and then we're gonna offer your neighbor another, bam, 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 and now you have 5 parcels that you could legally buy, and now you could go build freaking low-income housing in the beautiful Palisades that was one day worth millions of dollars per parcel.
Yeah.
Now, if that's not a land grab, I don't even know. This is wild to me.
Yeah. How do you think why do you think they're doing that? Like to build for like the low income families to get there,
bro, you're gonna open a can of worms I don't know if I want to get into, but I just think that these politicians really don't. Yeah. They don't like the United States, bro. Like sometimes I be thinking, I've been home for 2 weeks and I'm like, why would they pass these laws that make no sense, that screw us, the people? Like this shit makes no sense. Like, why would you do that?
Because isn't like their angle is like, oh well, we're just trying to help low income families and this and
they're
that.
Not trying to help.
They're trying to just come up, huh? They're trying to hit a lick. That's what they're trying to do.
I just think they're trying to control housing.
You think they're trying to control housing?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
because now they see the power of housing here.
Yeah.
So if they control housing, they control your food, they control everything, right? So all these rent control laws and COVID and this COVID rent control, COVID moratorium, all that shit was painted for them to think that this was for the people, for the renters. It's not. It wasn't. Let's just be clear about that. It was a direct attack on landlords. Why? Because they want people to lose their buildings. They want people to... They want the dream of home ownership, or they want ownership to be obsolete.
Yeah.
Who's they? That's a good question. I don't know.
The government, yeah.
But I just think that there's a big play, and I think that they're going to make properties virtually unaffordable, and they want landlords to lose.
That's crazy.
Damn.
It sucks that...
Hey, should I be like Theo Vaughn right now and be like, I will never, ever hurt myself? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode. Ever. You know he said that shit?
He said that?
Who's scared.
Yeah.
Because of the things that they say, and people are like, it's awful. I love my life.
Yeah, freedom of speech is definitely out there, right? Like it's kind of slowly being removed.
This is crazy.
But one last thing I want to add to this real quick. It's like, it's crazy how, like you said before, it almost feels like they don't like this country. Like, why would you destroy a beautiful city that's affluent to make it low income housing? Right? Like, fool, you're not even from fucking SoCal, bro. Like,
that's just crazy.
You know, like, why are you making these decisions of like, oh, let's help the unhoused homeless people? Fuck that, homeless people in fucking LA, so that we can put them over here where they have a beautiful view of the ocean. Like, it makes no sense, bro. Like, we're like, what?
You know what made no sense too? How about Karen Bass?
Yeah, throw her in the blender too, bro.
That MacArthur Park
is a safe park.
Is a safe park where families walk around jolly, holding hands.
Nah. I dare anybody watching this to come out here, go to MacArthur Park.
How about we go and we'll throw in a clip?
Yeah.
Not like a clip, but we'll throw in a clip into this video.
Yeah, we gotta be careful what kind of clips, bro.
Yeah, for this shit.
They want to ban Glocks now too, bro. So.
What is she saying? Like, why? MacArthur Park is full of drug addicts.
Yeah, homeless.
There's
people.
syringes on the floor. There's fucking homeless people. There's fucking homeless encampments. There's fucking fires that happen there. Mm-hmm. What park is she talking about? That she could fool everybody else.
Yeah,
but the locals.
Yeah.
This shit is wild.
Yeah.
I just, and then like the whole Gavin Newsom trying to run for president. That must be a joke. Like
The guy, he has to be trolling us. So.
like Gavin, like stop it, bro. You can't run California, but you want to run the whole country.
Get out of my face.
You know? Stop it, brother. Stop it. It's just, yeah, bro.
But we just gotta be careful, dog. Like, cause the media will feed us a bunch of bullshit, as we already know. Fuck it, especially with this Prop 50. I know you were sick, and I know you saw a bunch of fucking ads, cause I be seeing them too on my YouTube.
Bro.
But they be going both ways. But the ads are like, it's so like they go against each other, right? Like, yes, I'm
Like,
Prop 50, no, I'm Prop
how is that
50.
even legal, though?
What?
Prop 50 ads, how are they legal? They start by saying, let's stop Trump and the Republicans from rigging elections and taking the power from the people. And like, they literally are saying what they're going to do. Like,
Yeah. Or
like,
were they already done?
you know, like, wait a second. Like, you know, and then like other people always are always going to bring up Texas. Well, they did it in Texas. Well, I don't live in Texas. I live here. And the vote should stay with the people.
Wait,
I mean,
what happened in Texas?
They did the same thing, like the redistricting. I don't know enough information to speak on it. I'm not, you know.
Okay.
But it's like, all right, well, it happened over there. That doesn't mean it's right. But I live in California, so let's focus on California.
Not letting it
and
happen
I
here.
am gonna vote no on Prop 50.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm not telling you what to vote. I'm not telling you what to do. Go do your own research. Go do your own homework. And you make the best decision that you feel is the best for all Californians.
Yeah.
Damn,
So-
that's a good one.
So let me ask you this question, bro. Do you think the left is violent?
I mean, I don't even need to answer that.
No,
You could just turn on the TV.
No. Because this is
Yes.
okay. And this
I know. I just think that they're irrational.
And I'm not talking about like the Charlie Kirk situation. I'm talking in regards to the last question I asked you about the Prop 50, right?
Yeah.
Because the left, ever since like before the Charlie Kirk, they keep spewing is like, oh, these people are bad. They want to take everything away from you.
Yeah.
They want to, you know, these people are evil. These people are the boogeyman, and these people are this and that. Which, if I'm hearing that from the other side, saying that, like, I would be up in arms too and be fucking trying to smoke somebody because I'm trying to defend my country. If that's what you're feeding us,
Listen.
telling us that these people are evil, and, you know, instead of saying like, hey, you know, like make it fair. You like, there's no need for that jargon to be like.
I just don't think that anything that Gavin Newsom or Karen Bass or anybody, Nancy Pelosi, anything that they say
in California.
I'm going against it.
Yeah, that's where you're at right now.
That's where I'm at because I feel that they just don't like Californians. They don't like the state.
Yeah,
They just do everything to go against this beautiful state.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So if they're like, yeah, let's do this, I'm like, ni madres way. I'm going the other way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just can't. Like, Gavin, I think...
They've been in power way too long and haven't shown any results.
I just
bro.
think Gavin is as bad as Hillary Clinton. I love my life. I love my life. I will never, ever do anything to myself. I had to throw disclaimers.
You
right
have to,
there,
bro.
dog.
You have to.
Ay, fool.
And this state of age, fool, ya ni se sabe.
Ya ni
¿verdad?
se sabe, güey, no
No,
mames.
but like, you're right, fool. Like, I don't want to know what good has Nancy Pelosi and Gavin Newsom have done for Californians in this whole time that they've been in power, which Nancy Pelosi goes back all the way to 87, June 2nd, 1987.
You know what's scary too on that part? Gavin Newsom is gonna ban certain firearms, certain Glock firearms.
Yeah, Glock 19s and 17.
Yeah,
It's the mo-
I don't know. I don't know.
Those are the most common
But he's
ones.
gonna
you know?
ban certain handguns from being sold in California.
Why?
That's scary.
When
dog.
are we gonna understand
No.
that guns are not the problem? It's the fucking people. Why banning them is not gonna make it any safer in here?
I mean, I'm
California?
just saying banning certain handguns isn't gonna make any difference. I mean, cars kill people. Are you gonna ban cars?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's a perfect example.
yeah.
Oh, there's been a significant amount of Toyota accidents.
Motorcycles, bro.
So let's go ahead and ban certain Toyota cars. don't know. That shit is wild, bro.
It is
I love
wild.
my life.
It is wild, but like the whole banning, like you think that's part of the control, population control, the banning the Glocks and shit, and then
No, I just think
like just the government trying to make.
it's like, okay, if they're okay with that, but first of all, who voted for that? Second of all, if you're okay with taking that, that's going to lead to more.
Right.
Oh, now we're going to ban this, and now we're going to ban that.
Yeah.
And that's our rights to bear arms.
Right. Yeah,
Like-
you can't ban Glocks, bro. Everybody has
I don't know, bro.
everybody has a Glock. Everybody who owns a firearm owns a handgun. It's more likely a Glock. And you're gonna make that shit illegal. What happened to all those people who already have a Glock?
Yeah.
Do they have to?
No, I
relinquish
think they're
their
going to be
arms?
grandfathered in. You know, that's my favorite gun.
It makes no sense though, bro. Like,
Well, then again, politicians in California make no sense.
is Glock a U.S. gun or?
I'm not.
Let me ask.
No,
Let me
I don't think so. But going back to politicians in California make no sense at all. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Right now it's just like some crazy times to be living in, you know? And it's like, for those of us that have kids, we're like, fuck, ¿qué les va a esperar en 20 años, you know?
You think that generation is gonna become weak? Like men are slowly become weaker and weaker.
Oh, well, I think that's by design. That's why college is a fucking indoctrination, and they want fucking men in the United States to be pansies, to be weak, to not be leaders. Pretty much go everything that the Bible says a man should be.
Opposite.
It's like be the opposite, you know? And it's like, dude, what happened to men being providers, for being the protectors, for being masculine, to being like,
Yeah.
you know,
Protecting
a
the
fucking
country.
man, like, you know, like, ni madres, pendejo, you know? What happened to that? Now everybody wants to be in tune with their feelings, and oh my God, I need a self-care day. What the fuck is happening? This is crazy.
Bro, like
Yeah.
if men are becoming so weak where they can't even protect their family, their home, their surroundings, how the fuck do we expect to have all these men protect our country?
Yeah.
You're not.
And that's why I respect the old school dudes.
Wow.
Like our parents.
Yeah.
Like my dad is he's a fucking man. I might not agree with a lot of the shit he be saying sometimes, but it's like, but that's hombre, way. And that's the way it should be. Like we need to raise men, protectors, you know, hard workers, like, and then that is becoming obsolete at this point.
Yeah, bro.
Do you think that's by coincidence?
I think it's by design, but again, that's what I'm saying. Like they must hate the fucking country because other countries are seeing it and they just can't wait. Like China and Russia can't wait until we're all fucking full of transgenders and full of weak men, so they can be like, all right, we're taking over. Like we're just gonna invade
Like,
this shit.
what place
you guys
does-
don't even believe in guns,
Like-
bro? Like what the fuck?
Like, walk me through the thought process of how the people that are the CEOs or the shot callers in the educational system, whether it's LAUSD or any of the schools here in California. Walk me through that thought process of them saying, let's get this transgender to come and speak to our kids for an assembly at 1 p.m. today. I'm dumbfounded with some of the shit that goes on. Like, how is that okay? And what's the point of it? Do you ever stop and think about that?
Yeah. No, yeah, but that's
Like,
what
when we were going to school, we didn't have to worry about fucking transgender coming and having to
Shoot the place.
fucking to speak to us. We wouldn't have any issues of who could go into the girls' bathroom because we knew right from wrong. And this, you go to the boys, you go to the girls, and that's it. We didn't have to worry about none of this shit.
Yeah.
So now they're bringing all this shit into these schools, which makes these kids question shit, right? They're kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you as a sane adult, how do you justify these? Doing shit like that. That is what trips me out.
Yeah.
And a lot of them stay quiet because...
You still have water, pa?
Yeah, I know.
All right.
And And a lot of them don't want to say shit because they don't want to get fired.
Yeah, that's the tough. But I also feel like a lot of people are waking up too. A lot of people have. I mean, look at the election, right? How that shit was a landslide win on the right side, and that's mainly because people are like, wait a minute, this is going a little bit further than we expected. You know, like we gave the LGBT community their rights of to marry, and all right, if a lot of people didn't agree with it, they're like, I don't see how two men can marry each other, or two women can marry each other. We gave them that. Now they're pushing this, and I feel like people finally were like, whoa, okay, like we're crossing lines here that they may be irreversible, right? Like, if you marry another guy, cool, you can divorce him just like anybody else, move on with your life. You can go back to being a heterosexual. I don't know, like. But once you talk and once you go that other step further, it's like you're almost playing with like God's creation, right?
That's a great point.
Like God created you the way He intended you for a reason and for a purpose, and we all serve a purpose in this world, whether we're missing a limb or not. Like you've been put on earth for a reason, whether that's to inspire somebody else that sees you with your quote unquote defect, to inspire this. But once you start manipulating the things that God gave you or gave us, I feel like that's just wrong. Like you can tell me God fucked up and put you in a woman's body, but you feel like a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you go and you fuck with that, or you feel like a woman, you're in a man's body, and you mess with that creation, right? Like you go chop off your private parts. You know what I think is the crazy part is the guys that transition to be a girl, but still date girls. What the fuck? Yeah, like the Caitlyn Jenners of the world. Yeah. No, full transition to a woman, güey. Deja que te la meta. No. Like what? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think a transgender man is the right partner for a lesbian, right? Because she can still have regular sexual intercourse with, without having to use a strap on or anything. But then it's gonna have some titties. I don't know. Like I don't know, bro. I just think that's like the perfect person to date if you're a lesbian, is date a transgender man. Like you're funny, fool. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm just throwing that shit out there, bro. But let's wrap this up with some like funny questions that I got for you, bro, because I know you're a big ass novelero fan, dog. Like I know you grew up watching novelas with your mom, fool. I fucking watched a lot of novelas with my mom. So with that being said, which one's your favorite novela, fool? My favorite novela growing up in the 90s is probably going to be Marimar. I remember me watching this novela with my mom and with my dad, and those are some of the great memories that I have, like watching in a big ass square box. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like heavy ass TV. Y nadie dice ni madres, cállense el hocico, todos cabrones, And fuck, I was fucking there watching that shit, all into it, And it was first we will watch Cristina. Yeah. And then we'll watch the novela. So, yeah. I would have to say the best novela is Marimar. All right. And let me ask you this follow-up question. Was that like your first celebrity crush? Talia? Yeah. Probably. She was a baddie. Yeah, because, I mean, that had to stick out, Like, had to stick out somehow. Like, you'd be like, fuck. I know growing up, I used to watch novelas because of the women actresses. And I'd be like, damn, she's so fine. Like, let me watch this shit. But, it's also funny, bro, that, like, you just reminded me. Because my mom was novelera too, bro. My tias, and like we used to go to my tia's house, like just my mom hacía cundina. So, shit. So, we used to go to this tia's house who lived like in a duplex, and there were like 4 families there. So it was perfect. You go there and you collect everybody's fucking money, right? Like perfect one-stop shop. And you'd go like 2-3 times during the week, and my dad wouldn't get off work till 10, right? So we would like either walk to my tia's house or we would get dropped off. Like at 5-6, ya que salían todos de trabajo, and then we would stay there till 10, till my dad would pick us up at night. And I remember from 6 to 9, it was novela time, bro. Like,
It's the best time,
all my
bro.
tias and even us, you know, like the kids, sometimes we would fucking sit because I remember the schedule was like at 6 p.m. The 6 a 7 was like the funny novela. And then from 7 to 8 was like the more intense novela. And then from 9 to 10 was the more like
It was the best
dramatic novela,
Yeah.
you know, like, or sometimes they'll flip it, the middle one and the first one, like the funny one will be in
Fool,
between.
how about Dos Mujeres?
Y un camino.
Un camino. Damn.
Yeah, that was a
fool.
classic one, bro.
That was a good one, too.
But yeah, no, all right. So very novela, we just said Marimar, right?
Yeah, I said Marimar.
All right, cool. Now, last question, bro. Burrito de asada o al pastor?
Oh, shit.
And why is it asada? No, I'm just kidding. what's your favorite burrito?
Okay, what am I going to go with? ¿A burrito de asada o burrito al pastor? I'm going to go with al pastor con todo, con queso cotija y con crema. Boom.
Piña or no piña?
No piña, homie.
No piña. All right, bro. Fucking. Well, that was a pretty easy one, fool. I think
Shit,
I never had a
bro.
burrito al pastor.
Fool,
So
yeah,
now
if
that
you're
I
going to
think
get a
about it.
burrito al pastor, you have to get it with crema and queso cotija, bro.
From where?
Con todo, güey.
Give a plug. For where's your favorite burrito al pastor?
I like el tapatío right there.
Damn, el tapatio. This fool bringing out an old school.
No.
Tiendas, fool. That shit don't even exist no
Fool,
more.
I'm
fool.
talking about, it's
That's
called el
just a
tapatío.
CVS now.
No,
fool.
you're talking about the fucking el tapatío
Market.
meat market. I'm talking about el tapatío in Linwood is on. They don't even pay me for this shit. I'm gonna fucking tell them.
Yeah.
They fucking better give me some burritos for free. It's on Imperial and Atlantic, next to the subway.
That's a restaurant,
It's a little
Tapatero.
hole in the wall.
Ah, okay,
Which
okay,
is, but that's where I get my burritos from.
All right,
Fire.
So you guys already know what to order. Burrito al pastor with cheese de cotija and what?
Queso cotija y crema.
Y crema.
Fire.
Fucking tamarindo water the next day. All day, fool.
Vámonos.
All right, Jar. Anything you want to let them know? What's going on? What you got going on?
Nah, we got a lot of fucking dope ass interviews coming up. I know that you guys are like, oh, well, drop a solo pod every other week. Like, chill. I can't do them every other week, but I'm trying to stay consistent with having them every 4 to 5 episodes. So it's like I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 episodes, and I'll do a solo pod. Then that is something that I could do. But we have a lot of dope ass interviews coming up. And stop being stingy with it. If you like it, share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your tias, your tios, your friends, your cousins, your brothers. Share it, share it, share it.
I got one more thing to add. Another thing too is like if there's someone specific that you guys want to see on the podcast, make sure to tag them. If you guys are sharing the stuff on Instagram and stuff like that, tag who you guys want. Comment in the comment sections who you would like to see on this podcast, because as you guys are seeing, the podcast is growing and the guests have been, would you say like bigger? So if you guys have someone, remember nobody's out of reach. If you get, this is a community that we are building here, that JR is building here. So you guys can be part of it by tagging your favorite person that maybe we don't know of. So send comment in the comment section who you would like to see. And then,
Actually, I want you to tag who you want to see on the True Hustle podcast. It doesn't matter how big or how small. Just tag them on there and let me know who you want to see on True Hustle podcast next. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.